Hi folks, I know you've been waiting for this one for a while, and here I am. Here I'm back with a very nice video for you because this weekend I've been to the biggest record fair in the world. That's called Record Planet. That was held in Den Bosch, very close to here in Nijmegen. And I got very nice feedback, and I want to share with you. I want to share with you this one, what's on it. Why is it still relevant to buy this 25 years old record? Well, anything is not relevant when it's come to passion in that case, but I'd like to clarify it, to give a bit of insight on that. And how cool was it to be there? Because the fair was just gigantic. It was really paradise for me. There were up to more than 600 record sellers, thousands of people visiting under, what was it, 16,000 square meter space, so that was really gigantic. I'll be honest, electronic music was not the main representation there. I would estimate roughly that techno and house, generally speaking, was maybe representing 5% only, but still, considering this crazy big number, there were very nice records, and I managed to find some there. Some of the best good ones that I'm very happy with. That's the reason why here's the video, and also to promote a bit the fact of going there, because if you guys are looking for records, that's great, because there would be a gathering of all these guys, so mainly Dutch obviously, but there were lots from Germany as well, lots from France, and all over the world. I saw even people from Brazil, from South Africa, the USA, Australia as well. So that's really a big gathering from everywhere, and all these guys being passionate, so that's really great. Then also, if you're looking for, like me, very old record like this, well, very old, of course they're older than this one, but these one are already 25 years old, so that's pretty old already. So you really want to check the quality on that, so that's great, because that's something you can do there. And on the top of that, well, you can ultimately kind of negotiate as well. So I will start with this one, because, well, that's the one I'm the most happy with. It's yeah, official release from Cry d'Amour, that's written here, the label from Guy Manuel de Cristo, that was 50% of Daft Punk, that's house music. Before they made it famous together with Daft Punk, before they released Homework, this one is a collaboration with Guy Man, together with Eric Chedeville under the name The Nightclub. And the first one, that's almost from season, that is called Santa Claus, and as you see, it nicely starts with the step of Santa before moving to, guess what, house filter music. So this one really defined what was a French touch at that time, what made all these guys from Daft Punk, and, like, if I can extend it to the Daft Punk family, all the things from labels, from Cry d'Amour, from Roulet, made them famous is really this type of style of house filter. On the other side, however, it's something a bit different. It's called Holiday on Ice, and this one is a kind of down tempo, because I think it's something like 115 BPM. But very nice tune. Listen to that. And if you're a specialist of Daft Punk, you would have recognized a sample that is very close to this one from Homework. And yes, because the thing is that this one is fairly close to what will be around the world just a few time later under Daft Punk. Here it is. Nope, on the other side. So the next one is on Roulet, as you can spot here. So Roulet was the label from Thomas Bangalter, and this one is from Alan Brax's Vertigo. That would be as well very close to what is French house, but with more rhythm in this one. And Alan Braxe made himself very famous a few times later when together with Benjamin Daniel and Thomas Bangalter they created the group, and with only one track, Stardust, that created sound, the music sound Better With You, made this guy very famous. And also, interestingly, Alan Braxe, whose real name is Alain Kane, is in fact the cousin of Stéphane Kane, also known as DJ Falcon, and we'll touch this topic a bit later. The next one is pretty unique. You will recognize a cover that is very close to Roulé, that's even the same font, but the label here mentioned is not Roulé, it's Scratchy. And that's the only one released from this one by the Buffalo Bunch, that presented the Buffalo Club, and on this, under this name, there were two guys, one being the brother from Guy Manuel de Cristo, is Paul de Cristo, and the other guy being Romain Seo. And this one is also very dedicated filter house music from that time. So let's put it on, the Buffalo Club. Yep. 33. Next in line, I'm very happy to have found this one, a new one from Africanism, very famous label. As you can see here, there are a couple of orange. I'm a big fan of Africanism. Like this one would be Tourment d'Amour, for instance. There were a couple from DJ Gregory that really like the mix between what would be the house music and the African influence. And this one is a very good example of this. It was at the time of the apogee of Africanism back in 2004, and DJ Bob Sinclair released this one, Amour Café, with a nice mix. So that's very dancing track. So after a couple of French house music, we'll move to the US with Armand van Helden. And this record that's coming from Henry Street label, and for this one that would be Work Me with Gadamet in a remix. So that's Old School Junkies, that's directly in line with this one that I also have in my collection. That's a Funk Phenomena, very famous from Armand van Helden. And this was released in 1994. Work me, goddamn it. Work me, goddamn it. Then after this one, we'll go to New York City, with the label Strictly Rhythm, that made lots of things very popular. And this one in particular is from Roger Sanchez, that's Living for the Underground. So this would be really the fundamental of what house music would be spread around the world. And Strictly Rhythm label had a strong influence on that. So next in line, still in the USA and New York City, will be with Master at Work, Alright Alright. This one is in the reprint of the copy initially recorded on another record 4-4, and this one has the particularity that's a very old one. It's originally from 1987, and the thing that Master at Work at that time was not only the famous Little Louis Vega and Kenny Dope, but they also borrowed the name to some other DJs, and in this case Todd Terry took that name to produce this track. So this is more like beat freestyle creation of beats all together, beat maker kind of, not really house music yet. But that will still contribute to the creation of what will become later on all the use of electronic music in club and so on, to make people used to dance on this kind of music. After the US, back in Europe, and with a very nice record that I'm very happy to have found. So this one is from Rune, that's Danish DJ, and that's one of the most iconic, I would say, sample that was used from remixing rap to hardstyle. This is Calabaria. So Rune, or Rune Urka at that time, was creating some tracks in a house style of music, while so back in 2003 when it was released on this label Credence, while these days is still fairly active under the alias Kolsch, and that would show always the dedication I have to this DJ, and he is releasing at the moment lots of Speicher on compact, at the moment, and since almost 10 years already. All kind of melodic techno that is also very nice to listen. But this one you will for sure recognize the sample. And the record provided as a DJ tool, so that it's very easy to mix together with another record. So, interestingly enough, this label here, Credence, was also one used a lot by Eric Prince at the beginning of his career, and there will be a direct link with the next record, because the next record, in fact, is a white label. As you can see here, that basically means that it was not officially released on any label. It was more like a promo copy that was shared between different people. So on this one there will be New York from Nicola Valle, but it's not the one that is interesting. The second one would be DJ Falcon, as I mentioned already earlier, together with Thomas Bangalter, and the track is called Call on Me. So this one you for sure know as well, and then I have a little story about that. But let's play it first. So there's a lot of a story about this one. The story starts, to give an element of context, Thomas Bangalter and DJ Falcon, a very good friend, collaborating together under the alias Together. Their first track was also called Together, and that was released on Roulé back in 98, something like this. And then they also had released in 2002 another track based on sample as well, that was called So Much Love to Give, and it was a very nice track as well, and very close to this one actually. The conception was sounding pretty similar, and on this one they sampled a track called Valerie, a very old one from Steve Winwood from 82, and they just kept the little piece of sample Call on Me to make this banger out. However, they use it more as a DJ tool during the set, and they don't really think about releasing it just because it was not fitting explicitly what Roulé editorial line was. It was more electro banger kind of that they like to play live but not necessarily release it. So they shared still this copy with a couple of DJs, also including the Swedish DJ Eric Prydz, that was pretty active in the English scene at that time, and even asked him for a remix. But reality is that a few months later, Eric Prydz decided to get the right of the track, because that's the first thing to be able to release it. Then he re-recorded once again, and then produced a track that is 99% similar to this one. And then, as you probably know, in 2004, this just became a banger. And funny enough, that's David Guetta himself, the French DJ, that informed Thomas and DJ Falcon that their original idea of the track was now top 1 in the chart in the UK. So that maybe turned out as being kind of the biggest thief of electronic music history. Even if I think they are still friends and okay with that, but it's pretty strange to see this one, and that's the reason why this record for me is not only the record itself, because it would be very easy to find the official Call on Me from Eric Prydz that was sold as crazy number of copy, and also had a lot of influence into the electronic music at that time, and partly contribute as well to the creation of what would be EDM a few years later. Now this one is definitely a piece of history of what two French guys created and got massively spread, but under another name. So that's pretty funny for this story. And on the top of that, I was really happy to get this one for a very decent price, also because the condition was not very good. It was very dirty, in fact, and I could negotiate a bit. And then I was able to bring it to Okinoki One machine, as I can show you here. That is basically a device that aims to clean the vinyl, and there's no partnership here. But just I was very happy to be able to use this machine on the fair because they did a perfect job in cleaning with my vinyl. So now it's like almost new, even if, like all the other, it's something released 20 years ago or more. So that was it for the old house side, I would say. There's a lot of French house, filter house, and also a few records from the US. I'm pretty happy with what I found there. And the other side was about art trance. So that was my second goal there. And if you say art trance, of course, you have to mention Bonsai record. So Bonsai, I have a couple of them here at home. Like this one, the first rebirth, second rebirth. Also including some more jumps things. They had a sub-label called Bonsai Jumps, on which there were the record label called Thunderball released, and on this one that would be Dream Your Dream. They call it the Belgica Wave Anthem, and the first track would be Belgium Jump. That really sounds the same way. It's a bit like all roots of jump style in some way. So this is art trance, but with a bit of a touch of what would become jump style later. While the other track on the B side, which is called Pillow Talk, is very nice. In my opinion, it's a very good definition of what trance would be. It's something very continuous. That would be the perfect track to close a set, still with pretty high BPM. And then the last one, last but not least, that would be Aurora Borealis, has Pillow Lava EP, on which we have very famous DJ on a remix, because for has that would be Carcox, while for Pillow Lava that would be Lady D in a more hardcore style of remix. And I'm very happy to have found this one, because I'm a very big fan of what Aurora Borealis did. He did very few art trance record, because he was active under another alias producing house music, that was Shaz, but under this one he produced only 2 records on F Communication, the French label originally from Fnac, the distributor of vinyl, and it was led by Laurent Garnier at that time. And in the same year, in 1994, he released this one, this EP, and also and also this one, that is the Milky Way, and they sound a bit on the same style, with very high BPM in our trance. It's up to 170, and that's for me very good track. So this one is a remix from Carl Cox that I already had on this compilation, on the Fact 2 compilation, but with a, well, not very good quality, while this one on the EP is very nice quality. And then if we go a bit later, this is here very good art trance, I would say, to my feeling. On the other side, then the remix on L'Elodie. That's a pretty hard one. That's all hardcore from that time. I think the mixer here at the con BPM would say up to 170 or something like this. So this was all for what I got at this Record Planet Fair. That was, as you can imagine, a very good day. I spent literally hours digging into all the shops. So big thanks to all the shop and all the passionate people that I met there. Also, I would like then to end with two other extra things, because I found very nice slip mat, as you can see here, and that's the one from Underground Resistance. For those who don't know, Underground Resistance, that was the label and organization in Detroit that basically kind of created the techno, if you can call it like this, and one of their main active guy was Jeff Mills, and I think I have here, yes, here it is, yep, this famous record from the Bells by Jeff Mills, which is, yeah, always a good one to have. And this is, yeah, basically it. The other extra thing, it was very nice to meet there people from Green Vinyl based in Breda, because they gave me some explanation on this little product that can help to clean the record, especially when you buy it secondhand. Some of them are red dirty, so that mixed with alcohol and whatever in it. Just spray on it, and with a piece of microfiber it's possible to make it clean. And also they helped me with some explanation on one of the fader, and especially changing the bead inside it. Yeah, that takes basically hours to unbuild all the screw out of it, then desolder the piece of fader, and finally take it out. I hope you better understand what is my feeling about all this record surrounding me. That's really one of my passion. And it was a piece of explanation about that, because yeah, Record Planet in Den Bosch is really a must for all who have an interest into it. After that, thank you very much for listening / watching. If you are reaching this point, that means you've not been swapping to something else. And if you want some more content, and especially mix here on this DJ build, you could find it on Mixcloud. Links will be in bio. Thank you, and bye bye. See you for the next video.